I don't know if it comes across on camera, but as you guys can see, we are turtle pacing through the water. We are going so slow, holy moly. And you can see Miami off in the distance over there. I mean, barely. Again, I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but we can see the tall buildings over there off in the distance. So, you know we're not that far out. We have a couple of boats out here, you know, little tiny ones. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a very good day. Good morning from day 3 of our Star of the Seas sailing. It is currently Monday, just going on 10:15 a.m. And as you guys can see, it is Back to the Future Day. Today is the very first day that they are showing Back to the Future, the musical, in the main theater. And this is the day I have been looking forward to for such a long time. We're getting the day started with breakfast in the Windjammer before we head on over to do an escape room with Brian, Carrie, and Kidder. No floof?
What is that?
What is what?
Hold on, it's gonna round the corner. I will miss the elevator. Look at him.
What are you? Oh, it's a robot! What the heck? There's a robot down there.
He's doing his best.
He is. He's a little confused. He's doing a donut right now.
Is he cleaning?
I think it is a cleaning robot.
No, he's doing his best.
That is so cool. So yeah, this is going to be my first ever escape room experience, and I'm not the brightest bulb in the box. I'm not the...
How sharp's crying in the box?
I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Let's just put it that way. Yes?
He's a widow pinata. And they've got a fox on their balcony.
And Coda's loving all the little animals that she sees. So we started off our morning with a little bit of a heart attack because in the group chat, Kidder woke us up by sending a picture and video of Sailor down in the promenade. We got up and we started rushing, and he was like, she's going for a nap, so we missed her. But tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. we will be down in the promenade because, you know, maybe she's on a schedule. Who knows? But we will find that dog on this sailing, I promise you. As you guys can see, things are pretty quiet on board in the morning. And again, it is just after 10:15. Breakfast goes until 11:30 in the Windjammer, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, as you can see, it's not too crowded. A couple folks are taking advantage of the pools nice and early before it gets too hot. I mean, hey, I don't blame them. I'd be doing the same thing if I didn't like to sleep in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, breakfast has been served, and take a look at that. I've got waffles, eggs Benedict, sausage, hash browns, some salmon, and some eggs back there. Heck yes. Now, don't get me wrong, sailing on budget cruise lines like Carnival and Margaritaville is great from time to time, but their breakfast selections on those ships, or just the buffets in general, isn't the best. And sailing on a more premium cruise line like Royal Caribbean, this is where it's at. This is where you get the good stuff. So sometimes the extra money's worth it. So breakfast in the buffet this morning was pretty solid. Unfortunately, the hash browns I got might have been sitting out for a little while because they weren't really crispy or crunchy or however you want it. They felt a little stale. So a little unfortunate, but everything else was pretty good. So we made our way down to the Royal Promenade, and Koda was wanting a Starbucks. Is drinking coffee right before we're about to get locked into a escape room the best idea? I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out. And in case you guys are curious, yes, Royal Caribbean does have a Been There series mug for Star of the Seas. The things you see on board Royal Caribbean. Later. To document this.
We put it twice, right? You can just write our record in permanent because it's not. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone. We did it. Ain't nobody beating that record. Okay, so we just got done with the escape room. This was my first ever escape room. And we broke the record and broke the system. Thanks to Kidder over there, we kind of broke the system at the very end. It was a team effort. We had a bunch of other people in there with us besides just our core group. And it was so much fun just being, you just have to be observant and use your noodle a little bit and you can get through it. Everyone contributed a little bit. I contributed some. and we beat the record for the escape room. The record was escaping with 21 minutes left, and we escaped with 24 minutes left, completely by luck. And there were a couple of things that we just bypassed altogether, that we either brute force or just by happy chance that we figured out. But that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Again, my first ever escape room experience, and I can see why people like it now, and I will happily do more because this one has been begging me to do escape rooms. So we can do more. We are going to put you right here. Put you right there. Hopefully someone finds you. Okay, so I apologize in advance if any of you guys are watching with dogs, but babe,
He do squeaked.
you guys squeak them more.
If you love to cruise, you'll love my page. Cruises Forever 5.
That
And
is
they're
so
YouTube.
cute. You love finding ducks.
Hello. There we go.
Okay, so we all have our victory lunch. We came over to base camp up on deck 16. Included food. I got some tater tots, and I saw Brian put nacho cheese on his, so I had to do it, Mr. Smarty Pants. Carrie, what'd you get?
A smash burger.
A smash burger, there you go. I'm sorry, I'm like a waiter, your mouth is full, and I say, how is it?
There you go.
And Kidder, you got a burger as well?
Delicious, yeah.
It looks amazing.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to save room for Giovanni's later. My injections don't let me eat a lot, but what did you have that is now gone?
Pretzels.
Pretzels? Of course, your favorite. We also got a couple of drinks. I got a pina colada over here, and Coda got the drink of the day, which is a Goombay Smash. Her arm's in the way, but it's fine. So over here on deck 16 aft, they have a specialty, not really restaurant, but a location called Deserted, and you can get milkshakes here. They specialize in specialty milkshakes. Take a look at all of the toppings that they have over here and all the different ice cream flavors. This is nuts. Here's a quick look at the menu so that way you guys can see some of the prices and get an idea of what you're looking at. That is awesome. And I'm actually very impressed. They use like an actual milkshake machine. You don't see too many of those anymore.
It's the same one I have at home.
You have one at home?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's my most prized possession.
Ivan's getting a fancy shake. We go.
Classic chocolate shake.
And they have like a regular straw, so I'm very happy about that. Because I don't like those candy ones.
I know, yeah. I mean, it depends on the drink.
No, I hate those candy ones. I'd rather not have the shake.
Like if I have a pina colada or something and they have a pineapple straw, then it works. Or like a strawberry
They
straw.
get all mushy.
That's why you get a second one. And you just start nomming on it. It's a little snack. It's 2-in-1.
Yeah.
So we're heading on down to the music hall, and again, I am just obsessed with all the sculptures and stuff that they have on this ship. We're going down from 5 to 4, and they just have this down in the center of the stairwell, and it is so impressive. Okay, so we made it to the music hall, and we are here for Taylor Swift trivia. I am not a Taylor Swift fan in the slightest. I only know like maybe 2 songs. This one is a big Taylor Swift fan, but we're here with the real Taylor Swift fans. I'm expecting a free Mickey Mouse medal from these guys. I'm not gonna help at all, I'm just here to observe.
The thing is, we're bad at trivia because we can't, like, recall things. So we'll see how we do. We're really just here for the fun.
It's all about the fun.
All right, so listen carefully. Everybody pay attention. This is song number 1.
Yeah.
Do we just say that?
Yeah, we know
Yeah,
what it is.
that's it. That's
you know
it. That's it. That's
It's
all we got.
easy.
I'm gonna play. This is song number 2. Número 2. Exactly. Número 2. You see, your daughter knows right away.
So, Kidder and I, we're just kind of here. We're just go team go. We're not helping at all.
Oh, this is gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, so far these are all
Alright.
hits. It's been so easy so far.
I'm gonna play one
We have
more
all of them
song
right
and then
so
I'm
far, I
gonna
can
pass
tell
the
you that.
question, sir. The next song.
Okay, so how we doing, team?
We have everything correct, guaranteed. This
It's been so
trivia
easy.
is
Alright,
too easy.
everybody
They need
knows
to
it.
throw in some,
Everybody
like,
knows. That was really
Some
fun.
curveballs. They need to throw in some like
Now,
Taylor
let's
trivia,
move on
not
to
like
a little bit more
songs.
challenging. I'm gonna ask
switching
you
it to
some
questions now.
about Taylor Swift.
Oh, well then there you go.
Are you
See?
guys ready?
Now the curveballs.
Excellent. So, this is gonna be first question number 14 in your answer sheet. And the first question of Taylor Swift is, What is Taylor Swift's middle name? What is Taylor Swift's middle name? What's her birth date? Alright, what's her birthday date? I want day, month, and year, obviously.
I know her birthday more than I
I
know
want
my
the
own.
day, month, and year.
Oh, is that
of
why she likes the number
Taylor
13 so
Swift's
much?
Yeah.
Oh, see, again, I don't know nothing. I am learning things.
We got 17 out of 20. We didn't know her dad's last names.
We knew their first names, and I got one of their last names.
And we didn't know how old she was when she won a Grammy, so...
And take a look at that. Everyone's trying to get an up-close look at the world's largest cruise ship. We're sailing next to the Norwegian Gem right now. That is really cool. I can't remember the last time we've sailed this close to another cruise ship just out in the water. Wait, did we have a sailor sighting? Is it happening? Oh my gosh. It's her. It's her. No way. Oh my gosh.
Toys probably. Treats is hard because she has like a strict line.
Hi.
Freeze dried cheese. Not me. Not me. She's a big fan.
Aww.
She's a big fan. Sailor, you're so pretty.
She's like, ew, the heat is gross.
The heat is really gross. Oh my gosh.
But I'm the same. I'm from England, so and you're abusing it now every time. See? Good job. Good puppy.
Babe, do you want to get down behind her?
Cool.
Yes. Love it.
Where was she born?
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the breeder, and then she was trained in plantation. Oh, you see it now, you hear it now, yeah.
Can she shake?
She kind of does pour. We're still learning to swim.
Aww.
We believe in you.
Yay!
You're so good.
I hope that works.
Okay, we can get off the ship now. We saw Sailor. Cruise has been made. That was our primary goal for booking Star of the Seas, or just Icon class in general. If we couldn't meet Rover, we wanted to see Sailor, and we saw Sailor. She's the most adorable thing in the world. Hopefully we see her again at some point in the cruise, but we can get off the ship happy now.
So what do we think? We've got Sailor, we have Rover. What do you think the Legends dog's name's gonna be, assuming they have a dog?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I don't know. We're gonna have to brainstorm that one. Leave your suggestion down in the comments below. What do you think the next dog name should be?
Captain, it's gonna be a boy.
Ooh, Captain. That'd be really interesting. Ooh, imagine if they breed the dogs.
No, so many royal puppies.
So many royal puppies.
They're not gonna, that'd make it a really perfect day at Coquet for them.
All right, we made it back to the room. Do we have a towel animal? And if so, what is it?
We're gonna go with yes and an elephant.
You're gonna say elephant. I'm going to say a turtle.
Yes!
Oh my God, you finally got one right. Oh my gosh. Look at you. It's a little elephant.
I did it!
You did it, babe. Yay. And Back to the Future 3 is playing.
What's this?
I don't know. It's next cruise information. We are doing a back-to-back.
Please have your luggage ready before 8 a.m.
Okay, we'll get more into that in a little bit later. But that's really cool in case you guys are doing a back-to-back.
We still have another sea day.
Yeah, tomorrow's our last day, but they just give it to you a day early. It's not that bad.
No. Like, I mean, it's good.
It's good to know ahead of time.
And then it's got breakfast hours and everything.
Ooh. Okay. So we've spent like the last almost hour or so over here at the Cove Pool. This is on deck 15 on the port side of the ship. It's not necessarily an adults-only pool. There are a couple of kids in the pool right now, but it is mostly adults in here. And it's not a big pool, but it's like a lesser known pool, and it's not as popular as like the hideaway pool or the main pool that's across the way over there. And it's kind of like an infinity pool almost, because we're like right up on the edge over here with some glass.
It's a really nice pool. It's honestly not bad. It's warm though. The pool itself is 92 degrees according to my watch right now. But yeah, it's been really nice. We haven't like brought the camera with us or anything. This is just on my phone. It's just a nice place to relax. Brian and Carrie were here earlier. Kidder's off to the side right there. We've just been vibing and just kind of chilling out.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? You getting some ice cream? Can I have a vanilla, please? I'm guilty too. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, we are showered, dressed, and ready to go to dinner. Tonight, it's gonna be at Giovanni's. It is so quiet on the promenade right now. Holy moly. I guess a lot of people are kind of transitioning from daytime activities to dinner time. A lot of people are probably in their rooms getting showered and dressed just like we were. But here we are, guys, Giovanni's Italian Kitchen, our first time ever. So the weird thing about Giovanni's Italian Kitchen on Icon class is that it's on deck ship, and here is the Royal Promenade. Here's Giovanni's. It's kind of split down the middle with a thoroughfare, so you can walk from one end of deck 6 to the other, but you also have tables here. So it is entirely possible to be sitting here with a view of the promenade and the Pearl, which is awesome, but you'll have people going back and forth as you're eating, which can kind of be a little bit of a nuisance. All right, we are back with the squad at Giovanni's Italian Kitchen. Another night of fun with friends. Let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. So over here on the menu, we have our antipastis, and it says it's for sharing. So we have assorted meat and cheese, we have a meatball, nana soup, a house salad, stromboli, Caesar salad, a truffle caprese salad, and calamari and polenta. Let's see, piatti principale e pizza. So I assume this is the entrees and the pizzas. We have chicken parm and ossobuco. Okay. We have an Alfredo fettuccine, lasagna classica, linguine. Let's see, penne alla puttanesca. We have spaghetti carbonara, spaghetti pomodoro, steak muffaletta. Ooh. Grilled filet mignon. We have Giovanni's pizza, margarita, pepperoni, meat lovers, truffle and eggs, Mama Italia, mixed mushroom, 7 cheese, and primavera. Okay. Decisions.
Biscotto, truffle mortadella, porchetta, that's the cuts. Porchetta is the last one. For the cheese, we do have the manchego, rana padana, gorgonzola, bocconcini. This one is going to be the fig chutney, which comes with prosciutto blended inside. So very amazing to go.
Love from the kitchen, just garlic nuts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that looks incredible. Why do I feel like we're about to get so much food? Our appetizer has arrived. I opted for the truffle caprese. You can blame this one for converting me to caprese salads. I tried the one at Paolo for the first time, and I loved it. So now I have to get it every time. Dear Neptune, what have we done? We have 2 pizzas here, a meat lovers, and a margarita pizza. Oh my goodness, so much food already. All right, ladies and gentlemen, entrees have arrived. I opted for the filet mignon, and our waiter actually said that he enjoys this filet more than chops, so I'm really excited about that. It looks and smells amazing. And then I also opted for the spaghetti carbonara. Ever since I went to Italy and tried proper carbonara for the first time, I've been dying to have it again. So we'll see how this one compares, but just based off of looks pretty darn close, and it smells pretty darn close. So they just brought us the dessert menu. You can see they have a cannoli, they have Go Bananas, which is a favorite, Mama's Tiramisu, pistachio panna cotta, and a chocolate ravioli. All right, desserts have arrived. I opted for the banana and Nutella stromboli. That looks amazing. Coda opted for the tiramisu. Looks really nice. Kidder opted for the cannolis. Those look amazing. And Carrie got the chocolate raviolis. And Brian opted for some chocolate ice cream. I just realized I never reviewed the food at Giovanni's, so let me go ahead and remedy that now. Everything was incredible. The pizza was delicious and flavorful, and the filet was fantastic and cooked to perfection. The carbonara was really good as well. Not as good as Italy, but it's pretty darn close, and the dessert stromboli was phenomenal. Overall, I'm very pleased to say that Giovanni's is my new favorite onboard restaurant on Royal Caribbean. I hope the food is just as good across all the other ships, but we'll be sure to test it out on our upcoming sailings. Now it's time for the main event of the evening. Let's head on over to the Royal Theater to experience Back to the Future the musical. Okay, so we finally made it into the theater. It is going on 8:20 right now. The show doesn't start until 9. It got crowded out there in the lobby. I mean, me personally, I got in line just before 7:30, and I was chilling there for a little while, and then, you know, people gradually kept coming in and lining up. So just be prepared for that. And again, reservations are required for the show. There is going to be a standby line in case there are any seats available, so they will fill this theater to capacity. But it is worth noting that there is the orchestra level, and then there's also a mezzanine level up there on deck 5. So we're on deck 4 right now. Orchestra is down here. But I am so pumped for this show. This is like one of the primary reasons why I wanted to sail on Star of the Seas, is because Back to the Future the musical is one of my all-time favorite musicals. Like, I'm wearing the shirt and everything. I know this show like the back of my hand. I was there for the very first preview performance in New York, and I was there for the final performance in New York City before it left the Winter Garden Theater. So I'm just really excited for this show. I hope it's translated well onto a cruise ship. I'm really excited for Coda to see it because she's heard nothing but Back to the Future the musical.
I paid for him to go the first time.
Yes. She's heard nothing but Back to the Future the musical for like the last couple of months. I was getting so hyped for this. So we'll see you guys when we're done. Before we go though, I do want to point out some similarities between, you know, this and the actual production that they had in the Winter Garden Theater. I'm very happy that they kept like all of the circuitry lighting going throughout the entire theater. Well, not really the entire theater, but the stage. And it's like, it's all projections. So at the Winter Garden Theater, all the electrical conduit wiring and stuff was built into the theater itself with legitimate lighting, but this is all projections. Not perfect, but it's still really cool. So in case you guys are curious what's on the QR codes, Coda scanned it, and it's basically a virtual playbill. So you know how you would go to New York and you would get the booklet that tells you more about the show and all the cast and everything? Even your local theater, yeah. Like, it gives you the entire cast, and then it gives you background information on all the cast members and previous work that they've done, which is awesome. And then towards the bottom, it gives like credits to the technical team and the orchestra. Like, that's a pretty big orchestra, and all of these guys are behind the scenes. Like, there's not an actual like orchestra pit here. They're all behind the scenes, but they're all still playing, and they're all credited here, which is awesome. Okay, hi, me again. So I just spoke to the cruise director because I went to use the restroom before the show actually started, and I asked him about the show, and he said that there's no intermission in this show. It just goes straight on through and plays like a movie. And I was wondering what songs got cut from the original production, because this is an abridged version of the West End and Broadway show. The opening Act 2 number, if you guys are familiar with that, got cut in its entirety, plus a couple of other songs. So it's very interesting. I'm hoping that I still enjoy the show as much as I did on Broadway. But that opening Act 2 song, I enjoyed. The cruise director himself said that he hated that number, but I actually enjoyed it, so I'm kind of sad to see it go. But we'll see. I mean, this show was, you know, produced with the cruise ship in mind, with the help of Bob Gale, and he was actually on the last couple of cruises, you know, overseeing everything. So if it's got his approval, then it must be good. So we'll see you guys when it's done. So unfortunately, we have a show stop right at the climax of the show. It's okay. The ship is brand new. They're still trying to get used to things.
It's a preview.
It is a preview. It's fine. They said that they expect to resume in just a moment. There's a look at the standby signage. Very interesting. Hopefully it's not too long, and hopefully we can kind of circle back to where we were. Okay, so we just got done with Back to the Future, the musical, and before I say anything, I want to get a perspective and review from someone who's never seen the show before. Babe.
I was gonna say, who's that? No, it was really good. I liked the turntable. I did not enjoy being blinded. because even like I've seen the movie enough times this cruise. So like, oh, okay, they're having a conversation, like, and I'm like, my eyes will drift, and something will happen, and I'll get stroke.
There's a party going on in the promenade right now. That's what you're hearing.
Emo hour.
Praying Mr. Brightside. So, would you recommend people check it out if they're on Star of the Seas?
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Okay. Now, from the perspective of someone who really loves the show and knows it like the back of his hand, the way I'm going to put this is they kept the meat and bones, but they trimmed all the fat. So they cut a lot of verses from a lot of songs. They cut several songs entirely from the production, and they got rid of the intermission. So the Act 2 opening song has been cut in its entirety, and they got rid of some of the side conversations and side moments that give the show a little bit more charm, and I wish they could have kept some of that. But again, you're on a cruise ship and there's only so much you can do. There's only so much time that you can spend inside the theater without needing an intermission, so I understand it. The best parts of the show are still there, and the finale moment is still there, which I really, really enjoyed. In the real production on land, there were some effects that had to do with flames that they could not replicate here, unfortunately. They did the best they could with smoke effects, but it doesn't translate really well. So overall, I was very pleased.
Which we have not seen the traveling production, so we don't know if the flames translate to traveling production or not.
Yes, that is true as well. You guys can let me know in the comments if you've seen the traveling production, if the flames are there. But anyways, overall, I still really enjoyed the show. I cannot wait to see it again, and I'm very happy that it lives on here on Star of the Seas for at least the next 5 years, because that's how long the current contract is for. I'm very sad that it left New York City. It does still exist in the West End.
Maybe we should go see it.
I really want to go see it on the West End, but yeah, overall, I had a lot of fun with it. I definitely recommend that you guys check it out, especially if you are a huge Back to the Future fan like I am. So we made it back inside the room for the night, and we have another gift from Royal Caribbean, Star of the Sea. This is a paddle set. What the heck? Like, is pickleball? Is that what this is? Ready, set, hold up. Ready, set, serve. Practice your swing and land an ace. Oh my gosh. A Star of the Seas pickleball set. Look at this. With the Crown and Anchor logo right here. Royal Caribbean. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it from us for night 3 of the cruise. We have one more night left of this particular sailing before we do a back-to-back and hop on another 3 nights. This video isn't over yet. We still have a whole nother day to show you guys tomorrow coming up right now. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is day 4 of our cruise on board Star of the Seas. This is the final day of this particular sailing. Tomorrow, we actually start a back-to-back where we get right back on board the ship for another 3-night sailing. But today, we're starting... I don't know why I did this. We're starting the day off by doing the Crown's Edge. And if you guys don't know what that is, it is the high ropes course where you dangle off the side of the ship, where you're on a platform, it drops from under you, and you go. I don't know why I signed myself up for this.
You already paid.
I already paid for it. It was kind of like a YOLO thing, you know. Maybe it would be cool to do for the video, and now I woke up this morning and I am scared. I'm terrified, but let's go ahead and get this thing started. So yes, this is what I am getting ready to do. It is a high ropes course. Granted, it's not a very long one. You can see it like circles back around right here. But this guy's about to do it. I think he's one of the instructors. So there's the platform over there that drops out from under you, and you are literally over the side of the ship right now. It is a sea day, and you just go all the way across and over. Oh boy, that is the most nerve-wracking part. Ah, and look who came to watch me die.
Yeah.
I'm terrified. Have you guys done this before?
I did it, yeah.
Okay, you've done it.
It's
okay.
not that bad. You can do it.
I've always been too scared.
Yeah, like, I have not that big of a fear of heights. Like, I'll do roller coasters and stuff, but it's just being over water. Like, I've never done bungee jumping or skydiving or anything like that, so, like...
What about, like, zip lining?
I've done zip lining before, but many years ago.
Okay. It's kind of like zip lining, so...
What I don't like is that the floor drops beneath you, so it's like not your choice to to go, it's like,
I think that's what it is.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I like having my own choice, but okay, let's get this over with. My friends are gonna film me do it.
This is Brian filming for Theme Park Express guest videographer. Adrian's up first of the group. It's a bold strategy. Probably, it's probably better because then you don't have to watch anybody else fall before you or something. Yeah, it's very windy, but this camera has a dead cat on it. And I don't mean a microphone cover, I mean an actual dead cat. Okay, here he goes. His first steps on the bridge. This is the easy part. If he falls here, that's not good. Is he taking the, oh, he's going with the hard way, not the easy way. Okay, not taking the easy way out. Let's see. Next challenge here. Oh!
What am I doing?
No, I know from experience, once you get to this part over here, then you see, all you see when you look down is just the ocean, and that's when it gets really scary.
I feel like we should all run around to the other side.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna run to the other side. Okay, he's at the end of the plank, he's walking the plank. Sort of like what a pirate does, okay. Oh, there he goes. Now that part right there, that seems dangerous. You swing a lot over there. But he made it. He survived. Okay, Adrian, you survived. How was it?
That was definitely one of the most terrifying things I've ever done in my life. And I was okay until they told me to like sit down in my harness before I went down. That's kind of like them checking to see if it can hold your weight. And that's the most terrifying thing. Like the maximum weight limit is 297 pounds, which is a very specific
Yeah, that
number.
is very specific.
But like, I know for a fact I'm well under that. But still, it's just it's the part knowing that I am heavy, I'm on the heavier end, and so I have to trust this thing to hold my weight. And then the next hurdle was stepping out over the water. You go out over the edge, and you look down, and it's nothing but water. There's literally nothing else under you. And then they have you stand on a platform and wait while they count down, and then it drops out from under you, and then you just go. And again, it's just up to God at that point as to whether or not you make it to the other end. But I did it. They offered to let me go again.
Okay.
I said no. I was very happy with doing it.
I said the same thing.
Like, I'm just happy that I did it. I conquered my fears. I'm done. I never have to do it again.
Yeah.
Would I ever do it again? Maybe. Not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Do I recommend it? Yes. If you are looking to conquer your fears in a relatively safe environment. I mean, I say relatively, like it is a safe environment. There are so many checks, so many harnesses.
Yeah.
They do everything to make sure that you are safe. If you want to conquer your fears, this is definitely the place to do it.
Yeah.
So over here on the Icon class of ships, the adults only area is called the Hideaway, and this is the whole location over here. And plus it includes that pool in that area down there with a bar. I think that's the Hideaway bar. But you come out over here and we have the Hideaway pool. You can see that it's an infinity pool. Quite a few people in there right now, definitely not as crowded as we've seen it in the past, but the water is a little cloudy and it's making me a little uncomfortable, so we're definitely not gonna get in that water at the moment. But still, it's really nice. It's going on almost 11:45 in the morning, and this is what it's like. A lot of chairs have been taken. There aren't too many empty seats, but hey, it's a great place for people to hang out if they want to get away from the kids. And I'm not the only one who's doing the Crown's Edge. It is now Coda's turn. All right, sweetheart, you just conquered Crown's Edge.
Twice.
What do you think?
It was different. I think I'm too short for the bridge. I don't know if they tightened me up too much or what, but I think I was too short for the bridge. But otherwise, it was fun. Scary, but scary.
You look like you handled it a lot better than I did, for sure. I mean, you did scream too when the thing
good,
dropped.
Yeah.
It's very sudden and it's very nerve-wracking just looking down at the water. But so, would you recommend it to people?
If you like to do the fun and crazy things, then yes.
Would you do it again? I mean, you did do it twice, but...
I mean, maybe if my family came, but like if it's just you and I, again, I don't need to.
Was it as scary as you thought it would be?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't like heights.
Yeah, same. I mean, your fear of heights is arguably a lot worse than mine, but it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy that you did it, baby. Good job. Okay, so we made it here to the Trellis Bar in Central Park, and we're gonna have some lunch. They do have food here. It is an added cost. So here's a look at the options. You have a Caesar salad, beet tartare, mac and cheese poppers, crab cake fritters, steak bites, crispy truffle fries, and Chops dry-aged burger. All of these sound amazing. I'm not gonna get a burger. I'm not looking to get anything too big right now. I just took my shot yesterday. So maybe we'll share some fries, maybe some steak bites. We'll see. Okay, to start, we got some drinks. I, of course, opted for a pina colada, and Coda opted for something called the Berry Press. It's got strawberries, lavender syrup, lemon juice, and club soda. Okay, so 30 minutes later, our fries have arrived, and this is what we got. I was expecting a little bit more for truffle fries, especially for $8 truffle fries. I expected more. So go ahead and just pour these out. So that's what $8 got us at the Trellis Bar. So, I mean, are they at least good? That face says no.
It's a fry. I don't know where the truffle is.
Oh no. Okay, so far Trellis Bar fries at least 0 out of 10.
They're decent fries.
Brian and Carrie got a bunch of different food though, and it looked a lot better than what we got.
Mac and cheese bites are impeccable. That's what you gotta get.
Okay, we'll try that next time, maybe on the next cruise. But yeah, fries, don't bother. So when it comes to dining at the Trellis Bar, you're mostly paying for like the venue and just the ambiance of being outside in Central Park, which is nice. And I did have the opportunity to try a couple of the mac and cheese bites that Brian and Carrie ordered, and those were really good. Fries, on the other hand, they were just basic fries, so don't get that. But when it comes, like, here's the thing, there are so many other complimentary options for food on board Star of the Seas that you don't really need to eat at the Trellis Bar. So unless you're specifically looking for that atmosphere, looking to get a drink, and looking to be in that outdoor vibe, then I would pass on Trellis Bar food. So we made it to deck 7 aft. You can see the family pool over here that has been drained. That means a kid went number 2 in the water, which is really unfortunate.
Your kids need to be 100% potty trained. No swim diapers.
So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, for that reason alone. But I wanted to point this out over here. They do have archery that they're setting up right now, and it's like the air archery. So they're gonna have a little target that's floating in the air, and you have to kind of shoot it out of the air. That's really interesting. All right, babe, time to channel your inner Merida. Come on, Katniss Everdeen. Oh, almost. Oh, there you go. Look at that, you have the braid and everything. You got this. You gotta hit something for the video.
No.
There you go. Last shot, babe. Oh, so close. So close. So close. Oh. Yeah. Way out.
You're doing great. Yay! Do you understand my frustration?
Yes, I understand. Give me something. You raised it. Thank you.
Now we wait for Carrie to finish.
So I just looked out over the back of the ship and we can see a Carnival cruise off on the distance over there. It's actually kind of close. That's the Carnival Elation according to Cruise Mapper. You can also see that the water is getting more and more choppy as time progresses because the hurricane is pretty close to us. I mean, you can't really tell right now, but it's like several hundred miles away and we're starting to feel the effects over here. The winds have started to pick up and the water is getting a lot more choppy. And I think it's very interesting because a lot of cruise ships are hanging out in this area. I think there's a designated safe zone in the Bahamian waters where there's just a bunch of cruise ships hanging around to kind of like avoid the worst of the hurricane as far as like the waves are concerned. Does that make any sense? So like, I'm gonna show you the horizon in a little bit, but we're definitely doing this. And over the course of just today, we've passed like 5 or 6 different cruise ships, all just hanging out in this area.
Hiding. It's this ship. It's moving. There's a lot of movement on this ship.
All right, we've made it back to the room. We assume that it has been done. Coda guessed a turtle. I'm gonna guess a swan.
Look at him.
It's a demented bear. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Wow. That's cute. And then we have the tip sheet for additional gratuities. There's so many lines on the camera. Good lord, the camera does not like the lighting in here. I think it's the frequency. Like, we need to put it up higher. Let's see. Well, just turn it all on. Whoops. My bad. There we go. Hey, now the camera likes it. So Coda and I, we've just been hanging out on the balcony for like the last hour and a half or so, and we're just vibing out here. The weather, when you're in the shade, is nice and perfect, and there's a really nice breeze outside because of the storm that's off in the distance. The water is pretty gosh darn choppy, which is unfortunate, but thankfully the ship is so large that we're barely feeling it. If we were on a smaller ship, then we would definitely be feeling this, because looking at the waves right now, it is choppy, and it's only going to get worse from here, unfortunately. Thankfully, tomorrow we are in Port Canaveral for the majority of the day before heading back out, but I feel like Wednesday night into Thursday is when it's going to be the worst, because that's when the storm is going to be parallel to us almost. So
Hopefully we go south.
hopefully we go south rather quickly. So yeah, I'm just editing here in the balcony right now, which is awesome. Something that I've always wanted to do is just chill out on the balcony and edit in the middle of the day and just vibe. And then we had Sailor right outside our room. I don't think, because I didn't have the video camera for that, right?
No.
No. So, little in between of what we've been doing. So, on the Facebook groups, people were saying that they were wanting to trade their pickleball paddles. And when I first walked into the room, I saw the pickleball paddle that said Royal Caribbean, and I was like, oh man, I wanted it to say Star of the Seas, because I saw people posting a picture of the blue one that says Star of the Seas, and someone wanted a pink one. And I said, hey, I would love to trade. And so we, messaged on Facebook, and we found a time and place to meet. As soon as I walked out of the room, Sailor was right there, right outside of our room. So I came running back inside to grab Coda, and we got this picture with Sailor right outside of her stateroom, which was fantastic. And then we went down and traded paddles and stuff. And yeah, now we're just back here. I'm editing and getting a video out for you guys, and it's just we're just relaxing and having a great time. We did see dolphins. I completely forgot. We saw dolphins. Like, as soon as we got outside on our balcony, we were kind of standing out here for a minute, and then Coda, you know, she's got eyes like a hawk. She can see things that I can never dream of seeing. And there were some dolphins that were just playing in the water and jumping in the waves, which was really cool. We're about to head out to dinner, but I just want you guys to admire our little towel animal garden, or as Brian and Carrie would call it, a Gus garden. They're adorable. Unfortunately, on our next cruise, we're only going to get 2 towel animals because they don't do a towel animal on the first night.
That's assuming I don't steal them and take them with us.
Okay, you have fun with that. Just off the boat. With all
Walk
of
up
them.
to customs like, do you have anything to declare? Yes.
Something crazy that I want to point out is that throughout this cruise, I've never felt like we were in that much of a crowded situation, aside from the casino. The casino on that first night was absolutely insane. But other than like the pool areas, the rest of the ship pretty much looks like this, where there's plenty of room to spread out, plenty of room for activities. There's so much to do on this ship that it spreads people out very well, and I appreciate that. What did we just walk in on, babe? What is going on? We're in the middle of it all. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in case it wasn't obvious, we are in the main dining room for dinner tonight. We are sharing the table with our friends that we've been hanging out with the entire cruise, Brian, Carrie, and Kidder. And the main dining room looks really nice. I'm actually very surprised. It's 3 stories tall. I don't remember if Allure was it 3 stories? It is massive. It is insane how massive these main dining rooms are. But I think, is the 3rd floor like just for my time dining?
Yes.
Yeah.
4 and 5. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So everything else is like regular time stuff. It's actually quite empty in here, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting to have to wait a little bit, but we just walked right in and had a table. So let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. So for starters, you have a Mediterranean tapas medley, pan-seared asparagus, chilled shrimp cocktail, French onion soup, Caesar salad, and a seafood cake. For main courses, you have pecan-crusted salmon, autumn turkey dinner, braised lamb, grilled steak, spaghetti bolognese, vegetable Greek moussaka, grilled chicken breast, and chicken chettinade. We, of course, have premium selections that do cost extra. Maine lobster tail, grilled filet mignon. We also have a surf and turf. And then we have our desserts down here, which include a warm apple cobbler, crema catalana, dark chocolate brownie, ice cream, layered peach trifle, black forest tart, and an artisan-style cheese plate. All right, appetizers have arrived. I opted for the shrimp cocktail, and Coda opted for the Mediterranean tapas medley. Looks really interesting. So entrees are starting to arrive at the table. Coda opted for the steak. That actually looks really good. Oh my goodness. And my entree has arrived. I opted for the braised lamb shank. This looks amazing. All right, desserts have arrived. I opted for the warm apple cobbler. It comes with ice cream. And Coda opted for the warm chocolate brownie
That comes with ice cream.
with vanilla ice cream. See, now, I don't know about you, but every time I get into an elevator, my force of habit is to walk in and immediately go to push a button. There are no buttons.
No, because you usually push the button. My goal is just to get in, and so other people can get behind me.
Yeah, and so like the question is now, like, what is the purpose of this massive screen? Like, what else are they going to display here? Because they only ever display the floor numbers over here and then down below. So like, what's the point? I don't understand it. I mean, it's not a complaint. By any means am I not complaining, but it's just different. So we stumbled inside the Aquadome, and check this out, guys. They're getting ready for the naming ceremony tomorrow. That's so cool. Like, they're gonna bust a champagne bottle and they're gonna have the godmother of the ship come on board. It's gonna be a whole thing, and I think the CEO is gonna be here too. There's gonna be a whole bunch of bigwigs. Unfortunately, this is going to be in the Aquadome, which means that seating is gonna be very limited and it's gonna be invite only, so we're not gonna be able to see any of it, which really sucks, even though we're on this cruise. But it's still really cool to see, like, the practice of it. Yeah, see, look, they're testing everything out right now.
Setting up our bottle break activation. In just a moment, a shining star symbolizing the ship's spirit will be delivered to Captain. Then, our godmother will place the star into this plinth, igniting the official naming and triggering the ceremonial bottle break at the bow of the ship. And you'll witness it all live on the screen beside me. But before that, Kelly, would you like to say a few words? And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Kelly, will you do us the honor? She says, I named this ship Star of the Seas. May God bless her and all who sail on her. Running and smash. There it is. The Star of the Seas is officially named. From the Royal Caribbean family to yours, thank you for being a part of this unforgettable night. Let's take celebration across the ship.
Okay, so we just got back to our room after dinner. We're gonna get changed and head on up to the pool area, but take a look at this. I met Carrie and Brian from Views and Cues, and all I got was this exclusive magnet pack. Oh my gosh, and then take a look at this down here. They gave us a magnet pack. Guys, what the heck? I know, we wanted to buy them, but they gave it to us. How awesome is that? Thank you, guys. Now, I know we have some more gifts inside the room, too.
Not from Brian and Carrie.
Not from Brian and Carrie. What do we get? Ooh, Steph.
Stuff to get off.
I know, right? Get off. Let's see. Oh, that is so cool. They're personalized. First sailing.
Captain and everything.
Oh, my gosh. And this is, like, nice paper, too.
We got an envelope to keep it safe.
You see? Maiden Voyage. Maiden Voyage. Wait, is there something else in here?
It's a picture.
Ooh. That is so cool.
That's nice.
That is awesome. I love the fact that we've been getting free stuff. I really hope that we get free stuff on the Destiny Maiden Voyage and the Adventure Maiden Voyage
Just
because...
a little something.
Yeah, just a little something. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant, but, you know, Royal treats us well. And that's awesome. So we just got out of the hot tub. We were chilling in the pool for a while. I haven't seen you guys since dinner, so hi. But it is like pouring rain outside right now. And we're not sure if it's one of the bands from Hurricane Erin or not. But the seas have been a little choppy all day, so it wouldn't surprise me if this was like part of the hurricane, but you can kind of see it in the light. It's raining like crazy. And it started off nice and gentle too, but it got a little too rough, so we got out of the hot tub. So we are showered, dressed, and ready to go to our final show of this particular sailing, which is the last show that we haven't seen yet, and that is Seoul, and that is going to be located in the ice rink at the very back of the ship. But the way to get there is a little wonky. Let me show you. So in order to get to the ice rink, you have to walk through Playmakers, which is on deck 6 aft. There's literally no other way to get there. You got to cut through this active restaurant and sports bar in order to get to the ice rink, which is weird. So here we are at absolute zero. And then once you get here, you go downstairs, back a deck, and here we are. So I would just like to remind you guys, we are still on a cruise ship. Look at this place. This place is huge. How? Just literally how? I am still, every day, blown away at what they are able to do with modern engineering on cruise ships. This is nuts. So once again, it needs to be said that reservations are required for shows on board Star of the Seas and for any of the larger ships in Royal Caribbean's fleet in general. They are checking at the door your SeaPass card to make sure that you actually have a reservation. There is going to be a standby line, but again, it's never really guaranteed that you're going to get entry into the theater for whatever show you're looking for. So just be aware of that. But with all that being said, we are set and ready for the ice skating show. We'll show you guys as much as we can from the show. It should be a lot of fun.
I'm on the street. When I start to dance, everything goes chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom. The señorita.
Oh, I hope I don't lose you. Please stay. Please. Your legs is throw your keys up. Stick around, round, round, round.
Okay, Seoul, the ice skating show on board Star of the Seas. That was very, very interesting. There was one part in particular that I did not enjoy, and that was, I mean, I didn't, I shouldn't say didn't enjoy.
We went over this in the Mardi Gras videos. He's not a country person.
No. No, the country part was fine. It was the rodeo clowns.
That was wild.
I
it
know,
was just
but
wild.
just like you remove that rodeo clown segment, and I believe that show was perfect. It was beautiful. The choreography was great. Everything was awesome. They ended it off with a bang with the ramps and stuff. That was really cool. It was overall a beautiful show. Did any part of that show really have to do with Seoul? No, I mean, like, they referenced the temperature.
They said fireball.
Like, they referenced the temperature a couple times, and they, like, you know, picked random places throughout the United States to, like, base the segment of the show on. But
they're all hot.
Other than that, it was just a mishmash of a bunch of random things and concepts and songs that I mean, should you really expect a storyline from an ice skating show? I don't think so. It was still enjoyable. Like, these are just little nitpicks. It was still very enjoyable, and I had a blast with it, and I highly recommend you guys come and check it out if you're on Star of the Seas. It was just confusing. I have no idea what's going on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's going to do it from us here on board Star of the Seas for this very first cruise of 2 that we have on board. We are going to be doing a back-to-back cruise, so we're going to get off tomorrow in Port Canaveral and get right back on board for another 3-night sailing. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel because we still have a lot more of Star of the Seas to show you guys. I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video and the rest of our series so far. If you enjoyed any bit of it, then please help us out by leaving a like on the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future content. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, and evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.